I don't know what am I trying to say here. What's the point of me making this video? But I know what's the point. Is to show you my cheesecake and also talk about some of the best and worst movies, TV shows, songs, albums, and music videos, as well as memes of the year so far, because it is halfway through 2018 already, but I'll do that tomorrow. This video is sponsored by Syndrome Attack. If you don't like Lil Syndrome, if you don't like him lurking around in my comments section like a total idiot, then support this company, Syndrome Attack. Anyway, that's not the point of the video today. Originally, I was gonna do an EP review on Lil Nas X's new EP, but I overslept. So instead, I'm gonna talk about my favorite songs, albums, movies of the year so far. Anyway, let's start off with best songs of 2019. Now, I narrowed it down to top 30, and of course, by the end of the year, I'm gonna make top 50. So some of the songs here are probably not gonna make it to the year-end list. Anyway, here are the honorable mentions. Sharon Van Etten with the Bruce Springsteen-esque 17, the Black Keys with, they're back with Slowthai, Fortet with Only Human, really well produced, Oliver Tree with the hilarious Hurt, Lil Uzi Vert comes back with a banger with Free Uzi, and Tierra Whack with Only Child. Number 30 would be James Blake, Where's the Catch, featuring André 3000. André 3000 totally nails it, and it's a pretty catchy but also kind of gloomy, dark pop song, which I really love. Speaking of dark, at number 29 we have Shoo Shoo with Pumpkin Attack on Mommy and Daddy, which is this really crazy, mind-torturing, wicked, twisted frenzy. 28, shout out to Injury Reserve with Jailbreak the Tesla featuring Aminé. It's a low-key banger. Also shout out to Lil Nas X for Old Town Road for being super catchy. Shout out to Lil Nas X. Also at 26 we have Carly Rae Jepsen with the track Julien. Really catchy, love the synths. And at 25 it's Ibibio Sound Machine with Doko Mien, which is a really nice post-punk, afro-punk dance track explosion. And then at 24 it's Fontaines D.C. with Big, which is a short but very entertaining post-punk song that keeps you on the edge of your seat because it's very fun. And then also up next we have Weezer with their song High as a Kite, which is surprisingly pretty good. And then up next it's Thom Yorke track. I was thinking Impossible Knots is the best Thom Yorke track on his latest album, so I'm gonna place it here. And then it's Denzel Curry with Ricky. My father said trust no one but your brothers. And then up next is Gesaffelstein with Blast Off featuring Pharell Williams, a really underrated song in my opinion because I love the instrumentals, how not dark but kind of cutting edge and futuristic they are. I love Pharrell's deadpan vocals. Malibu Ken's Acid King comes next. I know it's a late 2018 song, but it's so good I have to put it on this list. I love the instrumentals. I love how they slowly hit the climax. Also, Flume and Jpegmafia with How to Build a Relationship. Banger beat. Not the usual banger, but the way Jpegmafia just delivers the song. Such a banger. And Ariana Grande with Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored. Yeah, I'm a main streamer. Wow, you're betraying your musical tastes, man. Up next, May Grow On Me would be Freddie, Gibbs, and Madlib with Crime Pays, with a really nice, calm instrumental and Freddie Gibbs' very constant flow. I love this song. Also hip-hop at number 16, we have Slowthai with Doorman, banger beat, great energy. And at 15, it's Foals Exits, really catchy. And then at 13, it's The Crying Pill by Matmos. That track just It's just crazy. And then at 13, it's the even crazier Planet B by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And then at number 12, a really optimistic and uplifting track from Vampire Weekend. Of course, it's Harmony Hall. And at number 11, Quelle Chris with Obamacare, which is a weird, freaky banger. Top 10. Call me a mainstreamer, but number 10, I would give it to Billie Eilish with Wish You Were Gay. Sensational track, despite how low-key it is. Everyone around me is singing the song, and I'm not complaining. At number 9, really overlooked and underrated, The Comet Is Coming with Super Zodiac. The sound of this track, it's crispy, it's fast, it's cutting edge, it's warpy, and it's jazz fusion at its finest. And at number 8, Hardcore, Cam Orchestra by Show Me the Body. At number 7, even crazier, Japanese punk rock insanity with Love Is Short by Otoboke Beaver. Beaver, but Bieber, that's the name. And then up next, it's A Lot's Gonna Change by Wise Blood, the album opener. Yes, I think the album opener is the most appealing to me because it is the most beautiful, I think. And then up next is Pup with Free at Last, a total youthful, energetic shout, scream banger. Oh hey, it's raining. And then up next is Lil Sims with Selfish, elegant pianos, great performance by Lil Sims. And then at number 3, Anderson .Paak with What Can We Do, featuring Nate Dogg. Really inspiring and touching song. And then after that, number 2 favorite song, Lizzo with Juice. It's so catchy. Love the vocals, I love the bridge, I love everything about the track. However, my number 1 favorite song is a Tyler the Creator song. It could be Earthquake, but it also could be A Boy Is a Gun. Because Earthquake is really catchy, but A Boy Is a Gun has that really calm and soulful vibe that I just absolutely love. And Igor's theme is amazing, I think is amazing. So it's any Tyler the Creator track this year. Okay, bad songs, I got 9. Mac DeMarco with Here Comes the Cowboy, unfortunately, sounds like a really bland and wow. Logic with the incredibly cringy Don't Be Afraid to Be Different. Iggy Azalea still making songs, like, come on, just Sally Walker is the track. And then we have Gunna with Who You Foolin', which is not even like a single, just the last track off of his latest album. It's so bad, he tried to force Chinese classical instrumentals with a trap beat, and it sounds totally terrible. AJR with 100 Bad Days. I hate the lyrics on this track. It's so Perry Farrell with Pirate Punk Politician. Yeah, need I say more? Pet Shop Boys with On Social Media. Need I say more? Lil Dicky's Earth is my number 2 least favorite track so far. May change though. Yeah, it's just a really garbage song. Like, I like the message, okay, but what for? It's like a song for kindergarteners, but with all these really unfunny jokes about anuses and weed and hi, I'm Kanye West. And then my least favorite song is Straight White Male by Tom MacDonald. This thing is a cringe fest, okay? This thing is a cringe fest. Okay, for best albums, here are the honorable mentions. The Twilight Sad with It Won't Be Like This All the Time. And, Scottish post-punk, synth-punk, a little bit 80s throwback. Foals with Part 1, Everything Not Saved Will Be Lost. Injury Reserve with Self-Titled. Show Me the Body with Dog Whistle, a little too short, and I Want More Versatility, come on man. Lizzo, Cause I Love You, is a good pop record, but like, could be better. Also, good pop record would be Ariana Grande with Thank You, next. And then here are my top 30. King Giz with Fishing for Fishy. Surprisingly, it's a really solid boogie, blues, psych, rock album. Fontaines D.C. with Doggerel. Not really a fantastic post-punk album, but definitely solid meat and potatoes post-punk. At number 18, Sun Kill Moon with I Also Wanna Die in New Orleans. a great improvement in all ends, in the instrumental ends especially. At number 22, it's Thom Yorke with his new LP, Anima. Oops. I'm gonna do a full-length review on that album soon, but yeah, it's a really well-produced album. It's a little trippy, it's a little IDM influenced, and I kind of like it. And at number 21, I believe, it's Billie Eilish with When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And it's a pretty unique, low-key pop album, I must say. And then at number 20, Marquee Hill with Modern Flows Volume 2. Some really nice modal jazz. And at number 19, Billy Woods and Kenny Segal with Hiding Places. Really moody and obscured and actually kind of disturbing hip-hop album. That's really abstract. And at number 18, it's James Blake with the happy pop album, Assume Form. And then after that, it's Freddie Gibbs and Madlib with Bandana. Maybe will grow on me, maybe will be less, maybe it will turn worse, not age as well, whatever. It's in this place right now. Better than that would be the new Denzel Curry short LP Zoo, because it has some really energetic trap bangers in it. After that, Flume with the mixtape High. This is Flume. And that Peggy track is on that mixtape. Also, Anderson .Paak with Ventura. I really like the soul, R&B, funk vibes. Number 12, Slowthai, Nothing Great About Britain. It's a really solid grime rap album. And then at number 11 is Blue and No No with A Long Red Hot Los Angeles Summer Night. A really impressive concept album, hip-hop album. Yes. And now here comes my top 10. Quelle Chris with Guns is my number 10 favorite album because it's real creative and sometimes it's really freaky, but also sometimes it's really heartwarming. And at number 9, The Comet Is Coming, Trust in the Light Force of the Deep Mystery, because it's some really cutting edge and fantastic jazz fusion. And then at number 8, very recently, Black Midi with Schlagenheim, some noisy, no-wave post-punk on that album. Even better than that, Pup, Morbid Stuffs. Super underrated. Like, every track is pretty good, except for the last track, which feels kind of weird. But yes, Sibling Rivalry, Free at Last, Kids, just a lot of energy and youthfulness. Also better than that, I think it's Shoo Shoo with Girl with Basket of Fruit, which is incredibly wicked, twisted, experimental avant-garde music. And for number 5, Matmos with Plastic Anniversary, which is an incredibly creative electronic album. At number 4, Wise Blood with Titanic Rising, because it is such a beautiful dream pop album. And at number 3, it's Lil Sims with Gray Area, great hip-hop. Solid. Number 2, Otoboke Beaver with Itekoma Hits, because they are completely whack. And at number 1, it's Tyler the Creator with Igor. Watch my review. It's a fantastic, heartbreaking album. And then for the worst albums, I don't have much. I'm going to tell you my top 10. Mac DeMarco with Here Comes the Cowboy. Again, really bland and sounds like he's taking the piss. Zayn's Icarus Falls. Too long. DJ Khaled with Father of Assad. Yeah, come on, guys. Lil Pump with Harvard Dropout. A really bland and boring album. And then it's Papa Roach with Who Do You Trust? Who Do You Trust? And then for the top 5, it's Logic with Supermarket. Nav with Bad Habits. Logic with Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, which is another really bland rap album with some really irritating lyrics. Number 2, even more irritating, AJR with Neo Theater. And at number 1, it's Gunna with Drip or Drown 2. Yeah. This album just gives me migraines. Alright, for the best music videos, I have 10. For the best music videos, I have 10, but it's definitely gonna add. First off, number 10 favorite, Cage the Elephant with the Ready to Let Go. I think I love the aesthetics. Foals Exits, shout out to Isaac Hempstead Wright. This one is a little less known, but it's Kevin Morby with OMG Rock and Roll. I think it's a really fun music video. And then after that, it's a Lil Sims with Selfish. And then it's Quelly Chris with Obamacare. It's crazy. It's whack. And then it's Gesaffelstein with Lost in the Fire featuring The Weeknd. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but whatever. Earl Sweatshirt, Nobody, Nowhere. It's a really artsy but also depressing music video. Better than that, Slowthai with Doorman. Slowthai is like a real life version of 2D in Gorillas. And after that, King Giz with Planet B. Totally insane, blood pumping music video. And then my favorite music video so far is Tyler the Creator with You Make My Earthquake. You know, I love the ending. I love the spinning pianos. Okay, best album covers. I have 9, I think. So, Show Me the Body with Dog Whistle. Nav with Bad Habits is actually pretty good. Flume with Hi, This Is Flume. Billy Woods and Kenny Segal with Hiding Places. Lil Pump with Harvard Dropout is actually pretty nice. Shoo Shoo, Girl with Basket of Fruits. Sudden with Life Metal. Quelly Chris with Guns, and my favorite is Wise Blood, Titanic Rising. For best movies of the year so far, I have 10. But again, the list will change dramatically because my taste changes and I watch new movies. But yeah, my number 10 favorite movie so far is Us. It's kind of scary and kind of smart. And number 9 is Toy Story 4. Not the best Toy Story movie. It's still not bad at all. And then at number 8 is How to Train Your Dragon 3. Really emotional and conclusive ending to the franchise. Number 7 grew on me a lot. It's Shazam! Bah! Actually a really surprisingly well written and executed DC movie that's superhero for the funsies. And then after that it's Spider-Man Far From Home. It has its flaws, but it's still really great. Up next, a bit of an obscured film. Sorry we missed you. And then it's John Wick Chapter 3 with Parabellum. Totally badass movie. After that, Climax. Gaspar Noé. Or Gaspar Noé. It's crazy. This movie is incredibly adrenaline pumping. It's in French. People are dancing. And very bloody ending. Number 2 favorite movie, Avengers Endgame. Yeah. And number 1, I feel like I'm cheating right here because I actually haven't watched it, but I'm just so excited for this movie. I have to put it in number 1, and every review is saying that it's a great movie. But yeah, I feel like I'm cheating. If you exclude this entry, then my number 1 favorite would be Avengers Endgame, but I have a feeling that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood would be even better than Avengers Endgame. For worst movies, I am gonna, I have 6 movies. Unicorn Store, a Detour movie, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson, is not good. Hellboy is pretty disappointing. The Curse of La Llorona, La Llorona or Llorona if you're Spanish, Llorona if you're Mexican, whatever. It's a really disappointing horror movie. Number 2 would be Replicas. Sorry, Keanu Reeves, but this is not good. And then the most disappointing movie has to be X-Men Dark Phoenix. Yeah, just a bunch of people walking around, and Dark Phoenix is not really that dark either. Best TV shows of 2019, mention, not an honorable mention, just a mention, Game of Thrones Season 8. Yeah, why, dude? David Benioff and D.B. Wise totally messed up the ending. And I feel kind of empty. Anyway, I think True Detective Season 3 is definitely a huge improvement from Season 2, even though it's not as good as the first one. The Walking Dead's latest season is actually not bad. Way better than 7 and 8. And The Handmaid's Tale Season 3 is also pretty good, even though it, just 5 episodes in, so the list will change. Don't worry. At number 3, it's Big Little Lies with Season 2. Again, it's just a few episodes in, so, the list may change. If the ending sucks, it's gonna move down. And then my second favorite TV show, Barry. Barry. Bill Hader and Henry Winkler nailed it, okay? But of course, the best one has to be Chernobyl. Of course, it's such a realistic but also scary TV show about the nuclear explosion. It's just so impressive to see something this realistic and without any, White Walkers or monsters or creatures. It's still extremely scary. That's the impressive part. Jet Harris, great actor. Best TV episodes, I got 4. I want to mention Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 5, The Bells. I know that a lot of people hate this episode, but this episode is pretty impressive and action-packed. True Detective, Season 3, Episode 7, The Final Country, is great. The Walking Dead, the latest season's penultimate episode, The Calm Before, has critically acclaimed reviews. Barry, Season 2, Episode 5, with Ronnie/Lily, is an extremely ecstatic fight episode, and it's hilarious, it's violent, it's well shot, and shout out to Bill Hader. He's a great guy. And of course, the best episode is Chernobyl, Episode 5, Vishnaya Pamyat. Rest in peace. For the best memes, I don't have that many memes this year. That's great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so Sicko Mode or Mo Bamba is a really funny meme. Boys Locker Room is also really funny. The Duolingo bird will definitely kill you in your sleep if you have skipped your French classes. The black guy beatboxing. Now, that one's funny. Me and the Boys. That's funny. Go crazy. Oh, go stupid. Oh, go crazy. Go stupid. 21 Savage is British. A lot of memes came out because of that. Tea and crumpets. I love how, because of this meme, it just goes to show that Americans know so less about the British culture. Number 4 favorite meme, you was at the club. Number 3 is Speeve, because it's actually really deep and really smart. Speeve, it just shows the dark side of humanity, Speeve, just Speeve. And then at number 2 is Powerful Shaggy, because Shaggy can use only 1% of his power and like a universe is destroyed. But my favorite meme is Ant-Man going into Thanos' ass, because it's such a cultural sensation. Even the directors, the Russo brothers, know about this. And it's still incredibly funny, even though it had gone mainstream. So, what are your favorite everything this year so far? Tell me in the comments. Don't hate me. It's just my opinion. Thanks for watching. Yeah,